Get ready for the action, because we are diving deep into the San Francisco 49ers depth chart right now. We're looking at who is filling out the tight end room heading into the summer months. We're examining the situation surrounding Kittle and the concerns about his long-term durability following his Achilles injury. We will break down how players like Tongs and Farrell are stepping up to fill those crucial roles and what the biggest needs are for this team.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we need to talk about the immediate roster decisions. We are asking the big question: should Jake Tongs be rostered by every Kittle dynasty manager right now? We'll explore the arguments for and against his immediate inclusion on the active roster and what this means for the team's immediate offensive outlook. Now shifting gears to the bigger picture of player health across the league. We are looking at the NFL players on injured list heading into 2026 training camp and the massive storylines surrounding franchise stars. We're tracking Patrick Mahomes' recovery timeline, the incredible news about Christian McCaffrey finally entering a full season, and the positive updates for George Kittle's Achilles recovery. Finally, we are breaking down the tight end tiers and value picks in the draft. We're analyzing if a tight end is worth a second-round pick, comparing Bowers and McBride, and weighing the value of players like Loveland versus George Kittle and Dalton Kincaid. Stick around because we'll tell you exactly who to target for a breakout year and who to avoid. The San Francisco 49ers are assessing their tight end depth chart as they look ahead to the summer months following recent free agent signings and rookie drafts. A major focus remains on the long-term durability of star tight end Christian Kittle, who is recovering from an Achilles injury. Concerns persist regarding his ability to maintain long-term health given the injury-filled 2025 season. Depth options are being evaluated to fill the void left by Kittle. Tongs has stepped in to provide receiving production, although he lacks the blocking prowess and rushing success that Kittle provided. The team's recent contract signing with Farrell has been underwhelming. He has reportedly failed to deliver on expectations regarding both blocking support and creating space for Kittle as a pass catcher, and the rushing attack has not been strong. Willis has experienced roster instability, bouncing between the practice squad and the active roster, suggesting he is likely to remain in the 50-60 range on the 53-man roster. However, there is significant interest in rookie Dinkins, a UDFA from Penn State known for his blocking ability, who now has a legitimate opportunity to compete for a role against Luke Farrell, as the 49ers' primary need is a strong blocker. Finally, 2024, UDFA Rucci brings experience from the Miami Dolphins, but is expected to remain a practice squad option in San Francisco. This analysis, published by San Francisco 49ers on SI, provides a snapshot of the team's tight end situation moving into the summer. NFL Fantasy Football Analysis suggests that Jake Tongs should be rostered by every Kittle dynasty manager. This perspective, featured in an NFL News update from May 9, 2026, indicates a strong recommendation for the player in fantasy football leagues. The content originates from Roto Baller, a platform focused on fantasy football analysis. While the provided snippet is a brief headline and site promotion rather than a full article, the central theme is the strategic importance of Jake Tongs for dynasty football managers, particularly those focused on Kittle dynasty teams. The NFL offseason is underway, with numerous franchise stars returning to training camp following significant injuries sustained during the 2025 season. A list of prominent players on the injured list highlights the varied recovery timelines facing the league's elite. Patrick Mahomes stands out as the most significant story. After tearing his ACL and LCL in December 2025 against the Los Angeles Chargers, Mahomes is reportedly ahead of schedule for his recovery. General manager Brett Veach and Andy Reid suggest he is ready for Week 1, signaling optimism for the Kansas City franchise despite cautious preparations for the upcoming training camp and off-season activities. The narrative surrounding Christian McCaffrey appears to have shifted favorably. After battling Achilles tendonitis, a PCL injury, and a back issue in 2024 and late 2025, McCaffrey is reportedly entering the offseason with no major injury restrictions, participating in all activities in May 2026. This news is a major boost for the San Francisco 49ers, suggesting the team is in strong shape. However, not all teammates are on the mend. George Kittle continues to recover from a torn Achilles tendon suffered in a wild-card victory over the Philadelphia Eagles in January. Kittle has been working through rehabilitation, reportedly 4 months post-surgery, and actively preparing for training camp, though he remains confident about Week 1. In Denver, the outlook for quarterback Bo Nix is positive. Despite an ankle surgery at the end of April, head coach Sean Payton indicated that the injury was anticipated, and Nix is ahead of schedule in his rehabilitation. Payton suggested Nix is somewhat likely to practice during the June minicamp and is expected to be at full speed by training camp in July. Meanwhile, Drake May shows strong signs of long-term health. After playing through a shoulder injury in the playoffs and being declared fit by the Patriots in May, May has returned to full workouts and throwing without limitations entering training camp. As training camp approaches, the status of these remaining injured players will dominate NFL narratives. While some stars appear to be ahead of schedule, others face longer recoveries, setting the stage for a competitive 2026 season. Fantasy football analysts are dissecting the tight end landscape, weighing the value of early-round picks against proven talent and injury concerns. The central debate revolves around whether a tight end justifies a second-round draft selection and which players offer the best upside. Bowers and McBride are highlighted as top contenders, with Bowers being suggested for early-round investment if high upside is desired, citing his strong performance when the team was struggling. However, analysis suggests Loveland presents a compelling option for a second-year breakout, offering a higher floor due to increased involvement in the offense, positioning him as a viable alternative to McBride if the user seeks a stable return. Warren's value is deemed fragile due to offensive instability, making Loveland the preferred pick for a second-year surge. When considering established, injury-plagued tight ends, the discussion shifts to players like Kittle, Kraft, and Laporta. Laporta faces a minor injury hurdle, while Kraft carries a slight discount but is positioned as a strong option given the Packers' shifting target tree. Kittle, despite a significant injury history, is viewed as a high-risk, high-reward asset, with Dalton Kincaid emerging as a crucial pairing if Kittle is selected, especially for teams prioritizing late-round TE security. The consensus leans toward prioritizing Loveland for a second-year breakout and pairing Kittle with Kincaid for maximum upside in the tight end position.